Okay, so today everybody is talking about. I mean, going digital is very important, and every industry in different perspective is going through some kind of looking at digital transformation. So when you talk about digital transformation, the key aspect is first you need to verify the user, right? Whether it's an employee, whether it's a customer, you still need to verify the identity. So digital identity is the key to any kind of digital transformation strategy, right? And when you talk about identity, there are different kinds of ways of verifying a person's identity. Okay, so I mean, it could be. I think all these are familiar to most people, whether it's password, SMS, biometrics, tokens, mobile, PKI, and so on. Right. So how do you manage this? So where iSprint specializes in is we provide a versatile authentication solution that supports different kinds of authentication mechanisms so that you can verify different kind of, you can use various ways of verifying the identity. So some could be, verified by the organization itself, or it could even be things like which are external. For example, it could be national identities, it could be Facebook, Google, etc., and so on. So we basically provide a platform that is neutral and supports different kind of authentication mechanisms, and also helps to manage these authentication mechanisms. Again, whether they are verified within the organization or outside. So that's what we basically specialize in on this versatile authentication solution. So again, today we are not going to details of this solution. We will have a separate webinar to go into the details. If you're interested, do let us know, and we'll keep you posted on the next round of webinar on this topic. But one of the key trends of digital identity is that traditionally we have been using SMS, OTP, hardware token, but you can see in every industry, including banking, that the identity is moving towards using the mobile phone, because the mobile phone is very powerful. I mean, everybody has more or less a smartphone. It has a lot of technology in there, sensors in there. You have biometric sensors, you have location and other information. So when combine all these factors, it becomes a convenient as well as a powerful way of verifying identity. So in fact, even not just banks, not just consumer banking, but even corporate banking is moving towards using the mobile, and even certain governments, the national identity is moving towards digital and also using mobile phone. For example, I mean, it's happening in Singapore. Okay. So it's very important to look at this trend and then how to use it in your strategy as well for your digital transformation. Right? So when you look at applications today that are sensitive, there are different kind of vulnerabilities, attacks, and threats, right? So there are some that, like man in the middle, browser in the middle, and so on, that basically are, you can say that you need to tackle it using some kind of server-side solution. So the iSprint authentication server solution basically helps to address or mitigate some of these threats. Of course, multi-factor authentication is important. Combining it with transaction signing, which has become the de facto for several countries in ASEAN, is important. Then something that has been around for some time, but still very important, is end-to-end encryption of the credential as well as sensitive data, right? And increasingly, it's being combined with the contextual information as well, from phone, location, and so on. So all these are things that can be done at the server side, right? And basically, using a good versatile authentication solution will help you address most of these threats. Okay, but it's also important to look at how you're going to address the vulnerabilities on the client side, especially on the mobile phone. Right? So because of the trend to go towards digital identity, and in general, obviously, we know that applications are being increasingly used on the mobile phone. Several regulators have also issued some kind of guidelines or consultation papers on looking at the security of the mobile phone. So, I mean, several countries, whether it is Malaysia, whether it's Thailand, there is always, there is in the last 2 years or 1 year, there has been some kind of note from the regulator. So it's definitely something important to look at how to protect the mobile apps, okay? Whether it's being used for identity or otherwise. As long as there's a mobile app, yeah, definitely it's good to look at how to protect it further, right?